And then there's this shit. Hola everybody, it is I, your Lord and Savior Nero, and welcome to the Gamecom, the Tiger Electronics handheld system that just, well, fucking sucked and nobody liked it. We are gonna be playing a Sega and Saturn game. Obviously, it's Sonic Jam. Sonic Jam for the Gamecom. This is a completely different beast in and of itself. I should also note, oh yeah, you get to play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and unfortunately at this point in time, I believe that all three of the characters just had basic, jump and spin dash functions. As it turns out, Tails does still retain his flight ability. It's only Knuckles that is pretty much a Sonic clone. No gliding or climbing. So I decided to just play as Sonic at this point, so I'm really playing this game in a much harder fashion than what I could be. But anyway, this is the Gamecom's version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And we are in Emerald Hill Zone, and my god. People, this is one of those games where you really have to just fucking play it. Because, I mean, the physics are horrible, oof. The level design is complete shit. If you thought Dimps really sucked with bottomless pits, Sonic 2's on this version of the game is atrocious with it. It's oof. At some point you're going to view my I don't know if I'm gonna post this video before or after it, but my Sonic Time Attack Let's Play Metal Hell is pretty much bottomless pit hell, essentially. And that's what Sonic 2 can be like. But huzzah, we have already made it past the first level. And I really decided to make sure, since I already knew Sonic was gonna jump up at the screen like that, to position him behind the signpost just to see what that looked like. Spin dash is also kind of weird with this game. Pretty much what you do, it's, you just hit down, and the only button that you can press in this game, which on the emulator is A. You just hold that down once and release, and you'll do a spin dash. Oh yeah, this game really sucks with camera positioning. As soon as you move the camera up or down, it stays locked that way. So just simply jumping, I now only got the grass. I can't see anything below that. In an area like this, that's perfectly fine, but if you're not in a cave-like area like in this, if you're in a spot like this, and you don't know what's gonna come up, like that right there. It really sucks not being able to have the camera follow better. Oof. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about earlier. Shit. Either way, this game absolutely sucks. I mean, I can understand where people are coming from when they say, like, oh my god, Sonic 06, worst game in the franchise, or even things like Sonic Labyrinth, but play this game first, and then talk about that. Now, one thing I'm kind of curious about, and that's what I'm checking out right there, in the Sonic, I believe it's in Sonic 3, there are actually the giant rings in there, so there's special stages. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to show it off all that well because the game froze in some kind of a manner, and then I just walked right into this game's equivalent of the red spheres. But I haven't found any sort of a special stage for Sonic 2. So I'm not sure if it's either not there, or I just haven't discovered how to get to it yet. All in all, compared to Tiger's earlier attempts at gaming, this is the most like an actual game console. I mean, this is a lot more real gameplay than what you would get on the their other handheld endeavors, or God forbid the R-Zone or whatever that shit was called. But still, this I'll give them a couple claps just for the effort, but they did not do that great. This was a horrible console. I do plan on getting it at some point. I'm just I don't know, I'm waiting until the money's right to spend it. Anywho, here's Chemical Plant Zones, boss. An Emerald Hill Zone. Spoiler alert, this game has 4 acts of only 1 zone. That's what each game in the Gamecom version of Sonic Jam is. So we got 4 acts Emerald Hill Zone, so they're just gonna start throwing in random bosses. And that was a very piss poor attempt at the Chemical Plant Zone boss. This is one of those games where you just want to keep going because you really, really want to get it over with, so get used to the fact that I will be abusing the jump on slopes deal, because I just want to get this over with. And trust me, people, this is a rather decent playthrough. It's not, you know, world breaking or anything. I'm sure there's people that can beast this game, truly beast this game, but for me, this is actually a pretty decent playthrough, and I just want to get it over with. And this music is just fantastic. I mean, best Sonic soundtrack ever. Not really, but you get it. Even with Sonic 06, that game has a fantastic soundtrack. This barely qualifies as music. It's just some bleeps and boops or whatever, just kind of tossed together in a semi attempt at organizing music notes. I don't even know how to describe it. That's how bad it is. I don't even know how to explain music now. Pinnacle Sonic gameplay, people, I swear. And the sad thing is, this is probably one of the better games on the console. This piece of shit is like AAA material on the Gamecom. Just sit on that thought for... Just sit on that thought. Okay, welcome to Aquatic Ruin Zone. We've got hammers, and arrows, and googly eyes. Unfortunately, you can also... There's also rape, because you can just fucking rape this boss. Alright, we are finally reaching the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And at this point, I'm just messing around. How far can I get Sonic to go? Unfortunately, that was the answer, so we gotta go back to standard gameplay. Sorry, folks. Yeah, they positioned those rings too high up, so the only way to get them is to jump. And, yeah, you didn't go off the slope. I mean, at least you didn't on-curl, but you didn't leave, either. And what the fuck, those rings? I would have had so many more rings if that shit just was lowered just a tad. Just a smidgen. Just a random word of the day. Smidgen. Smidgen. Stop saying smidgen. Stop eating my food. I will say, for something that's black and white and a very shit console, they at least brought the sprites in well. And I died. Yay. That's my sign of disappointment, just, you know, pressing down. Sonic's like, fuck. I've never gotten up there. I'm just gonna point that out right now. I've never gotten up there. I think that's a Tails route, where you gotta like really beast yourself as Sonic. I don't know. And getting up those things, I think there's that like type of geometry placement is in every act of Sonic 2, and I just find it so hard to get up those things. The controls are horrible. And then of course there's just how the screen moves. It's very unexpected when things show up. It's kind of like a Sonic Genesis in that fashion. This game is almost essentially completely time-based. It's like a giant interactive QTE, but without the prompts. I guess that's like a very good way to describe this gameplay. It's a QTE platformer without the QTE prompts. And because there wasn't a prompt that said jump, I died. Fuck. And people, this is just part 1. I got more. Okay, so am I gonna survive this time, or am I gonna die? I got a pretty good idea. Aw, you fucker. Collecting rings in this. Ugh. Yeah, sometimes if I press down, it's not because I'm trying to show disappointment, it's because I'm trying to actually see what the level geometry looks like. Right now, I'm also taking it really cautious. I know I'm on my last life. It almost looked like I just collected the flicky. Alright, so there's the platform. And jump didn't register, so I died. Yay! Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude part 1 of Sonic Jam for the Gamecom. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, favorite, subscribe, etc. Anywho, I shall see you when I feel like it.